Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more podiums. Qualified first today. Let's see how we do in today's race. Snuck one in on you guys this morning. Did not record it, but maybe it was for the best. With 4 minutes left in the session, I accidentally T-boned second place that spun out in one of the turns. I think it was like turn 4, right on the embankment. Let's see if I can not mess up this start. Try to keep the pack together as much as possible. I had almost a second gap on second place in regards to qualifying, and then third place I think was nearly 2 seconds behind. Positive news. Set a personal best in that last race, even though that we wrecked out. Got into the 132.9 or 132.8, which is super cool. There was a person that had probably not messed up that turn like the way that I just did. And yeah, I got to tail him for a second, and essentially what I learned during that chase was you gotta go all out. Like, if you have a right-hand mirror by the end of a lap on this track, then you left seconds on the table. Because watching him go, I mean, I thought for every turn, from turn 1, turn 4, 5, we're really getting into some of those chicanes. I thought we were going to lose a mirror, we were going to rub the wall every single lap. So that was really cool. To see that happen, I have a feeling, and I hope, that this race is going to be boring. Because the reason why I hope is so that we stay in first. Because right now, we're in first and we're just kind of doing our own thing. We're drifting out wide, cutting down, getting on the gas. Second place is 4 seconds behind. That was another mishap that happened last race, was that very last chicane where the pace car goes off. It's super tricky if you're in the right-hand lane because you get squeezed out on that quick left-right. So if you don't have somebody in the left lane that knows that and gives you a little bit of space to work with, you're kind of got to weigh your options of, do you want to get an off-track penalty, or essentially just kind of conform to the line and get behind everybody else. So yeah, that first race this morning, I decided to conform. I went from 2nd to 5th. Still don't know the right answer. It's difficult. It's this one right here. If you're in that right lane, you gotta go hit those bumps, but if you hit those blue bumps, it's one off track. Alright, back into the 133s, or should I say 1 tree. So we're going to go out to our friend's farm today. Brought the cones for our RC cars. We have 2 Arma Mojave 6S's that my wife and I like to race against each other. We are competitive. We left our K1 speed time trials up on the fridge for the longest, and my wife is faster than me. She does have an iRacing account, but she is being a wonderful mama and is taking care of our baby. But hoping to get out there and run the Mojaves with her and some friends today out on her farm. So that should be an absolute blast. torn between recording that for you guys or not. Maybe throw together a little montage, see what it's like. But we have a handful of RC tracks around us here that we like to go into and see, play around at, especially whenever the days are a little bit longer and it's not so much winter time. .134.1. You can feel that turn whenever you grip into that angle on the right hand side. You know you're hooked in. Yeah, so it's right there with that glare. With 4 minutes left on that last lap, I was in 4th. I was really impressed. Actually made a pretty good pass on one of these guys, and we were going up, kept catching that pack of 3, and somebody spun out in that turn right there at the glare. They're rolling backwards. I should have known, just go slam on the brakes, go right, but instead I stared at them, and where you look's where you're gonna go. And I went right there. Wow, okay. Almost kind of wrecked out on that one. That was scary. Let's try not to lose our potentially first place finish due to hitting those ginormously blue bumps. And missing the apex of that turn. In other news, our friends were racing in the 24-hour Dubai Championship in real life for Mercedes. They were doing wonderful. They had qualified 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. Tuned in a few times throughout the weekend to check up on them, and they were in 8th for a while, but sadly I guess they had a gearbox failure in the middle of the night. They had to switch a gearbox out on their Mercedes AMG GT3. I guess it took them about 2 hours. They got that done. They climbed a few more positions, but super bummed that they had a reliability issue, which kind of took away some of their potential points for that series. But overall, they've done great. The first race of the year, I think they got 3rd. Really cool series. Recommend for you guys to check out if you'd like the 24-hour GT races. So I don't have my controls bound to any flashers on my wheel. And I honestly don't know if flashing my headlights would even be a good idea with some of these guys. But it looks like we're going to be coming up on some lap traffic, which will pose a danger within itself. Thank you for not taking me out, Roman. Much appreciated, buddy. After this race, I'm gonna go cook some beautiful ribeye steak tacos for my wife and I, maybe the dog, so that we all get to protein up before we head out to the farm today. Another thing too, if you're watching this because you're interested in iRacing and you want to look at your replays, do not have spooling enabled in your replay options. What you'll find is that if you have that setting set, you're essentially in like 8-bit color mode, and it saves what would be a multi-gigabyte file to RAM. I guess they just do this so that whenever you crash, or like whenever you exit out the client and leave the program, that it clears that out, frees that space back up. But the video quality with that setting set is horrendous. And if you do that and you try to do replays for your YouTube channel, you just get horrendous quality. You also can set your video settings differently for your replay. Gosh, messing that up. For your replay as compared to in-game. So if you want those really high cinematic style replays, max them out. Well, it's probably a good thing, but we've had zero action this race. Something I was contemplating was, should I just be posting the best race of the week? Because you guys don't want to see 15 minutes of driving around in this track with no action. But let me know what you think. Let me know if that's what you guys want to see on the channel. Would just be the best race of the series for the week as compared to every single race. And another thing I was thinking about was, instead of going live on Twitch, was going live on YouTube. And that way, if you were interested in watching every lap, let's say you want to see how I hit a 133.9, which I don't know why you'd want to do that, because we go in 131s. But you can go back and watch that live on its replay. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go solely to the YouTube channel, drop the Twitch lives. Oh, we got competition. See if we can get back that fastest lap. Let's see, do we risk it for the biscuit? Do we try to go for the fastest lap on the final lap? It's very Verstappen-esque if we were, but let's see if we can send it here. go. Losing that right rear. Hundredths of a second. Let's see if we can get it back from that guy. Let's push. Lost it in that section. Was too gentle on the brakes. That's it. That's the first time we've ever got first. I guess that's what Verstappen feels like. Maybe that's why he races the sim so much. You just kind of sit out in front and do your own thing. Amazing. Amazing. Really want to thank you guys so much for watching and all the support that I've received on this channel. I know this is silly, but it is fun, and I do appreciate it. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you next, guys. Talk to you next, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.